Welcome, welcome. Here's your word for today. It's whatever you say it is. It is whatever you say it is. It's time to take your power back. It's time to take control of your mind back. It's time to stop giving your power away. It is whatever you say it is. This is why in the Bible, when Jesus asked the disciples, "Who do you say I am?" they all had different answers. And whatever they thought Jesus was is what Jesus was to them. And metaphysically speaking, we know that Jesus only represents our Christ consciousness, our true, pure, aware state. The I am. Before anything is attached, you're just aware. You're just pure existence. And whatever you say I am, whatever you attach to that, is what will be true for you. So when you know this, let me I was watching this reel, and it's a few of them out there, when people are making fun of the English language and how it doesn't make any sense. And things that are spelled a certain way you would think will be pronounced a certain way, and it's not. And there's letters in words like baloney. Okay, like, come on now, that word makes no sense. But they told us that it's spelled the way it's spelled, Bologna, but it's pronounced baloney. And we just accepted it as true, and we roll with it. Okay, so just imagine how many other things that we were told and we just roll with it. Like, you can say like, oh, well, they did studies and they did research. Did you see the actual study? Did you see the actual research? Well, yeah, because I Googled it. I read a book. That's still just information being given to you. You don't know if an actual study or research was done. This is why you're supposed to be your own scientist. Even if you read something or come across something, test it for yourself. The Bible said, test me in this. Test it for yourself to see if it's true. Do your own research. Do your own study. You got to stop giving your power away. Like, come on now. These doctors, how many times have doctors given people certain time to live, have told people you'll never walk again, all these things. And then they turn around and do the opposite. They say the doctor said I only had 6 months to live. That was 10 years ago. They told me I would never walk again. I'm running and walking and doing marathons and everything. Do you know why that is? Because they trusted in their own self. What the doctor said, they did not accept what the doctor said. They went within themselves and they told themselves what it was going to be. I am going to walk again. I'm not about to die. I got more life in me. I'm not listening to this doctor. Okay? So a lot of times we think we're thinking, but we're not thinking. We're robots. All we're doing is replaying information in our minds that has already been given to us. We're not thinking. It's a cassette tape in your mind that just is on autoplay. You're just regurgitating stuff that somebody else told you, that you've been taught, that you learned along the way. True thinking is what a lot of people say is thinking outside the box. It's literally, intentionally using your mind, using your imagination to think on new things, to conjure up new images in your mind, to tell yourself, for you to choose what is true for you, despite what the hell anybody else has ever said, and say, this is what is true for me. This is what my life is going to look like. You have to decide that. In order to do that, you have to drown out all the noise. You have to take the cassette tape out. Take it out. Make your own. Fill your mind with your own thoughts. I mean, think about it. Parents, teachers, doctors, scientists, all the professions, family, whatever, they have taught us things and gave us information, right? And we take their word as law. Religious leaders, we take their word as law. Why would anybody else's word be more powerful than yours? Think about that. Why would anybody else's word be more powerful than yours? What right and authority do you have for me to bow down to your words and take them on for me in my life? Wouldn't that technically mean I'm not living my life, I'm living yours? I'm living yours and all the people that came before you, and then we wonder why we're sitting around here all stressed and depressed and questioning life and what's going on, because you're not living your life, because you haven't been taught to trust your own word. You haven't been taught how to truly think. You haven't been taught how to use your imagination. What did they tell us? Imagination is for kids. Once you grow up, you become an adult, you don't need to imagine. Stay focused on the world. Stay plugged in. Be realistic. You're living in a fantasy. You're living in imaginary land. You're supposed to. You're supposed to, because that's where everything is created. That's where all infinite possibilities is. If you're too stuck in the world, your mind isn't even open to explore other possibilities. And if it does, you have to shoot it down, because that's child's play. You're being outside the box. You're challenging the system. You're living in a fantasy world, like all these things that they came up with to keep us from thinking for ourselves, for knowing who we really are, what we really are, how life, the world, creation, what that really is. I'm going to tell you what it is, and you're going to take my word. Don't think about it outside of this. Don't research it outside of this. Don't test nothing outside of this. Don't open your mind to even thinking that everything you've been taught is wrong. Trust in us. They got your mind so tight that even if you are religious, you're a Christian, Islam, Buddhism, whatever, but mostly, honestly, in Christianity and Islam, they got your mind so tight that you don't even realize that you don't trust in your God the way you say you do. They done taught you what God is, how much trust and faith to have in God. They tell you that God is so powerful, all healing, this and that. God is the controller of everything. God has a plan, a purpose. And yet, many people still walk around in fear, scared of everything. Don't realize that they're giving more of their power and authority to the government. But I thought you believed in God. I thought you had big faith. I thought God has a plan. So if God has a plan and is control of everything, why are you so scared? Grab your popcorn, sit back, and enjoy the show. Say, oh, wow, look at what God is doing. Let's see what he's going to do next. This look crazy and horrible, but God is in control, so this got to be going somewhere good. Like, come on now. But you don't realize these things if you don't stop to think. If you don't stop to sit back and realize that everything you've been taught, how you've been living your life, is about 90% or more based on what other people have told you. Take a moment and really think about it. Even in your own life, you probably don't even realize that you've done this, or somebody has said something that was impossible, or that you couldn't do, or would take this long, and you say, man, I ain't listening to that. Watch me go out here and do this. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then it happened the way you said it was going to happen. And then they were the one shocked. See, stuff like that happens and you think like, oh, that's just something small, or, it was already destined or something for me. No, it happened because you said so. In that small moment, in that one moment, not small, because no small moments, in that moment, you took control. You were the one in the driver's seat. But we have those moments and then we jump back in the passenger seat because, we're not used to doing that all the time. And if you go crazy with it, then you're looked at as crazy. Like, well, no, we can go this far, but not that far. Like, I'll do it enough to say I can graduate college in 2 years instead of 4. Or I'll go that far enough to say that I'm gonna drop 100 pounds within the next 6 months, but I won't go as far to say, I could become a millionaire overnight. Or I won't go as far to say or believe that if I get a bad medical report that I can completely override that. We don't push the envelope. They gave us certain parameters and boundaries of freedom and said this is about as much freedom as you're going to get. That's it. So we don't realize how much we keep ourselves in the box and don't allow ourselves to step out the box. But today I am saying step out the box. Step out your mind. Question your mind. Focus on your awareness. What's floating around in your mind? What stuff have you realized, like, this don't make sense? Oh, I'm tired, I'm stressed, I'm depressed, I don't know which way I'm coming or going. I'm bored, I'm this, I'm that. Question why. Why are you bored? Why are you stressed and depressed? Why are you living in lack? And all the answers that come up, question those answers and say, where did that come from? Trace it all the way back. I'm bored because I hate my job. Why you hate your job? Why you at that job? Well, I really want to do this. Why you not doing it? Why you not believing that? At the core, you'll realize it's because of something that you've been taught. And that's what needs to be revoked. That needs to be uprooted out your mind, and it needs to be a new seed planted in your mind that matches what you desire. I don't care how weird or crazy or insane or extraordinary you think it is. It only seems that way because it's outside of the box, it's outside of the norm, it's outside of what you've been taught to believe. But that's how you know that you're supposed to think that. That's how you know that it's for you. That feeling that you get, even if it's just for a few seconds when you think about it, that lights you up on the inside. That's how you know that you just stepped into your own authority, your own power, your own vision. That's how you know. And you're supposed to stick to that. But we'll shut it down and say, that's just wishful thinking. Oh, that's just my imagination. Oh, that would be nice, but who's ever done that? Maybe you. Maybe you're supposed to be the first one to do it. Who cares if it ain't never been done before? Nothing's ever been done before. There's always been someone here to do it first. So that's your word for today. Listen to this multiple times and really sit back and question your own mind. Okay? Question everything. Question everything you've been taught. And know at the end of the day, it's whatever you say it is. So if somebody tell you something, somebody say, oh, it's hard to start a business, that's their words. It means nothing. It has no power over you unless you accept that it's true. And now their words have become yours. And now you're declaring that starting a business is hard. It's not that starting a business is hard in essence, because we know there's tons of people who have done it and they had a seamless process. It's hard for you and for them because y'all have accepted that as reality. I have another audio about the power of words. I'm going to link it. But yeah, it's whatever you say it is.